To build or not to build? That's the question for today. We're talking specifically about whether you should build a new home or buy a pre-existing home. We're going to talk about a lot of the differences and what you should think about before making that decision. Stay tuned to the end. We're going to talk all about it. Hey guys, I'm James Dean, team leader of the James D. Mountain Homes team. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Just really quick before we get into the meat of this video, I just wanted to make sure if you haven't done so already, hit that subscription button down below, hit that notification bell. That keeps you updated on all the new videos that we have coming out weekly. We've got several that come out each week on this channel, so please stay up to date with that. Also, if you've got any questions whatsoever that are real estate related or just in the community, please don't hesitate to reach out to us and give us a call. You can either call us at 719-266-2725. You can text us to that number as well, or you can email us at info@jdmret.net. Please, whatever you got to do to get those questions to us, please ask. We're here to help. We're here to provide value to you and helping you make informed decisions, whether you're looking to buy or sell real estate or just typical questions for the community out here. We are local experts in this area and we love this area. So please reach out to us, and we hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so today we're talking about the difference between buying a brand new home, or building a brand new home, I should say, as opposed to building one that is already built. Because you can still buy a new home and it's already built, as opposed to doing a full-on custom build. First of all, I'm going to start with this, and I tell most of my clients this and ask them this question. When's the last time you've been to a car dealership and that brand new vehicle is way cheaper than the used one that's got 50,000 miles on it right next to it? When's the last time that happened? And I'm talking about identical cars that you're looking at. I'm going to venture to say that's probably never happened. I'm telling you and telling you that story, or giving that analogy, for one simple fact. We get folks here all the time that will literally come up to me and say, James, I can't find anything on the pre-existing side that meets our needs. It's all so expensive out there. I think I'm going to do the cheaper option and build something new. I'm here to tell you, you are more than likely not going to find anything, at least not anything that's quality, that's tit for tat, that's the exact same type of building, a stick frame with that same type of insulation, everything else on it, that is going to be cheaper to build new than what you could buy as a pre-existing home. Now, there are ways that you can make buying a new home or building a new home cheaper, lowering the square footage, lowering the actual quality of the materials being used, not asking for a lot of luxury items. That can help make it a little bit cheaper. But overall, building a brand new home is going to be more expensive than buying a pre-existing one. That's just the facts. I'm not here to argue that. I mean, that's the facts of what sits right in front of me every single day. So I just want you to understand that. Now, I know one of the big frustrations in the Pikes Peak region is lack of inventory. Unfortunately, that's not going away anytime soon. So you do have areas that have higher inventory than others. You've got some other places that you might be able to look within this, which is why it's important to have a very experienced agent that knows where those areas are, what to look at to help you find what you need. But you're not going to completely get rid of the inventory issue by thinking you're going to be able to build a house for cheaper than it is to buy a pre-existing. So that's really important conceptually for everybody to understand. There are some other things that I want you to understand too, and I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to talk you out of building a new home. Building a new home can be an amazing process. We've got lots of great builders that are out there that do a fantastic job. You get exactly what you want. It's a really cool process if you can make it through it, but it could also be extremely stressful. There's lots of things that can happen within a build that are unforeseen or unforecasted that could cause differences in budgets. There's lots of stuff that can actually happen in building a new home that you don't have to worry about in pre-existing. The difference is in a pre-existing, somebody else has lived in it. It might not be exactly what you want. There's lots of different nuances that can kind of go into that with the pre-existing side as well. I'm telling you all this because I really want you guys to think as hard as you can before making that decision, because I could tell you if you're looking at building, that's great, but you need to be committed for 9 months to a year before that project is completed. It's not going to happen overnight. There's lots of things that go through this process, and there's lots of things that can slow it down, including you and your family, as you guys make decisions, change your mind, or do different little shifts of what you might have actually wanted originally that could absolutely affect the timeline of building a new home. When you go into building a new home too, there's some other expectations you should have in place as well, especially if you're coming out in a rural area like in the mountains of Colorado. Number one, there's not a whole lot of great lots left. There are still some great lots out there, but there's not a whole lot. If you go out there and you start looking at lots, and there's this special little lot that seems to be a fourth of what all the other lots are that you've looked at, I would start asking why really fast before you spend a dime on that. Things you need to watch out for. We have literally got a lot of lots that are out here, especially in Western Teller County, that are not subdivided legally. Are they subdivided? Yes. Do they pay taxes on them as a subdivision? Yes. Are they going to be able to get a building permit on it when they're ready to build? Nope. They just spent $20,000, $30,000 on an expensive campsite is what they've just done. The only way to resolve that is to dissolve those lot lines and put it back into the exact same larger lot that was already there, which in Colorado is a 35-acre lot. The only way to get smaller than that is to actually go through a planned urban development process where a developer goes through and they go through all the red tape and they do it correctly to actually break up a piece of land into something smaller than 35 acres. A rancher can't go out there and say, hey, I've got 100 acres, let me make 100 lots. They can't do that legally. So that's something that you need to know and understand. And a lot of folks will go out and they'll purchase a lot thinking they've just bought the lot that they're going to build their dream home on, only to find out when they actually apply for that building permit or they get that builder out there, they can't build on that lot. They can't put a well on it. There's all kinds of things that come into it. And I'm not telling you this is scary. I'm just telling you because you need to do your due diligence on this as you go through this process. Not only is the lot price going to be in there, you're going to have infrastructure prices too. And one of our commissioners, Dan Williams, put it this way when he was talking to a group of realtors a couple months ago, and I agree with him 100%. You literally need to plan on about $100,000 in infrastructure before you can even start on that foundation. And when I say infrastructure, I'm talking about grading properly for the driveway. The driveway's got to be permitted in Teller County and other mountain rural areas as well, if you didn't know that. So the driveway's got to be done correctly. If they're grading and they end up pulling stuff out, they might run into boulders, which makes them have to blast. If they have to blast on their driveway, guess where else they're probably going to have to blast? Your foundation. That was unforeseen. That can cost $50,000 plus in additional costs. You got to get power brought in, whether it's underground, whether it's above ground. If you've got to go through national forest, BLM, with those public land issues and having to actually get the correct permits to do that. These are all possible things, but they can be very difficult to do. Then you're looking at the water with getting a witcher out there, getting a well drilled. You might get anything from a quarter of a gallon or even nothing up to a 15 gallons per minute gusher. You won't know until it's drilled out there as well. Getting the percolation test done for the septic system too. There's lots of things that go into that thought process. It's not as simple as going out there, plopping down on a lot, looking around, seeing the view and the scenery and going, wow, this is great, I want to build right here. Especially if there's nobody else built around you. That's usually a telltale sign that there might be an issue with this lot being subdivided correctly. Now, this is stuff that can happen in the city too, and I want you to think about this as well. Sometimes developers hold on to lots, really good lots, because they're slowly introducing new homes within their development that they're building. You don't see that happen a lot down on the Front Range. You see a lot of tract homes that go up rather quickly, and they're building them all at the same time. They're building them as fast as they can sell them out there. So it really depends on what section or what portion you're going into. Pre-existing, the difference is if you're looking for something that's updated and that's ready to go, you can find something on the pre-existing side that may not at this point meet all your dream desires on it, but would not take much and just a little bit of updating that will cost you less than a new build, and it still gets you exactly what you want for a lot less hassle in a place that you know all the infrastructure is built into. So I want you to think through that. And some people don't want to do that. They still want to get the new build, and that is absolutely fine. We can help you through either one of those processes. But a lot of times it's not hard to look at the comps in an area. In fact, I'm doing it for a client right now. I'm not going to tell you the area, not going to tell you his name, but we are literally doing it right now. He loves new builds, wants new homes. We are going to go take a look tomorrow at a place that's listed at a price point that's starting to look pretty well discounted. And the fact that it's been on the market for a while means we could probably get even more of a discount off of it. The comps in that area are selling for $200,000, $250,000, sometimes $300,000 more than what we might be able to get this house for. And all this house really needs, and what it looks like right now, we'll find out more tomorrow, new flooring, new paint, new kitchens and bathrooms. You could definitely do that for less than $200,000 or $300,000 and still gleam all that back on there as well. So that's some sweat equity that they're looking at possibly putting in as they're getting a little bit more creative to be able to get into something that they want or need. So just some food for thought as you're thinking through this process and you're trying to figure out, does it make sense to build? Does it make sense to buy pre-existing? I just want to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what you're looking at with that and as you're going through that. Now there's other ways you could obviously make building a whole lot cheaper. You can go modular, you can do all kinds of different stuff that will absolutely drop the price of that home and there to make it so that you can get your new build if that is your number one priority. But just know what you're getting into so that you can actually make informed and smart decisions on that as well. I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope I answered some questions, and if not, please don't hesitate, ask below. We'll answer them to the best of our ability, or give us a call and we'll give you guys as much information as we can for whatever you're looking at doing and help educate you through that process too. We're here to educate you and help you guys out through this process. I can't wait to see you next time. Guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that video. And once again, before you sign off, make sure you hit that subscription button and notification bell down below. That will keep you updated on all the new videos that we have come out that are here to inform you and help keep you updated on what's happening here, both in the community and in real estate as well. And once again too, if you've got any questions, please do not hesitate to give us a call, 719-266-2725. You can text us at that number as well, or you can email us at info@jdmret.net and we will get back to you as quickly as possible to answer all of those questions. We're here to serve you and we look forward to helping you soon.